Welcome back to Final Fantasy 1. We're in episode 26, and we just picked up the Adamantite. Time to get the rest of the loot on this floor. Now, here I do, perhaps the silliest thing I could have done. That's the white robe. It's strictly worse than the diamond armlet. Let's put it on her just because. I do weird things like that sometimes. It's just fitting, you know? It's the white mage. Put her in the white robe. If I had the black mage in the party, I'd have put the black robe on him. But as it stands, it gives us the diamond armlet for somebody else. Gaining them levels. I gained a ton of levels in this dungeon, actually. I cut some of them out, but I'm getting up there. After finishing this dungeon, I could have probably done and showed those, bonus dungeons that I keep avoiding because I don't like them. But I don't, because I don't like them. However, I suppose if I'm ever in the mood, there'd be no reason to, say, record those later and just as a separate thing. Might be a thing I do. Who knows? Yeah, if all the Medusas were gonna give me trouble, I figured it would have been the Earth Medusas, but no, I never really have any trouble from Medusas. Most I can tell, they attack you and they have a gaze attack, and I assume that gaze attack petrifies. But, well, the one time it's used against me, it fails. This is like the third time I've shown this encounter. Oh, with that done, this floor is out of the way, and the next two up, they're a little more complicated than the ones we've seen before. Not hard, just a little more complicated, and I decided to check out and show that there's nothing down there. Oh, but what's that little dome thing? That's kind of neat. I wonder if this guy has anything to say about it. Oh, you don't say. Well, I'd like to see the entire world, so count me in. As soon as I get this guy out of the way. Yeah, this is an observation window. On the middle floor. I don't know how that works. We should be looking down at the floors below us, but yeah, we see the 4 altars are making a mist that's convening on, of all places, the Chaos Shrine. And if you haven't noticed or paid attention or haven't put it all together, the temples we've been visiting are in the 4 corners. And the Chaos Shrine is in the direct middle of the world. Well, that's ominous. It looks like there might have been actually a reason for them to build a Chaos Shrine. Analyzing Tiamat. No known weaknesses. Well, I can tell you the one weakness of hers that I do know about. My foot in her ass. We have some tougher robots here, but ain't no thing. Their lasers hurt, though. Did you see the damage on that first one? Yeah, this floor's a little weird. It's not symmetrical like the others have been. But There is a reason to have multi-target damage spells. The single target attackers may be out-damaging them to one target, but again, they can do it against weaker enemies. Not those. Those. It's not necessary to, Oh, but this it might be. Yeah, this is an annoying ambush. This takes, about a good while to go by. It's all because they keep using abilities. At least 4 of them do. Yep, those 2 gazes failed. Meaning I'm left assuming that it petrifies. It doesn't make sense that it wouldn't. They're Medusas. But we might as well nuke them with Holy, right? Get got, sucker! I love that spell. It may cost 50 magic points, but it's all worth it. And knowing that Holy casts 50 is why I did the rest of the curing with Sid. Yeah, if it's gonna cost 50 per shot, might as well conserve MP at that point. Fun fact, 1 ether equals 1 holy. Yeah, but I'm at level 50. It's awesome, it's exciting. Now, the Protect Cloak is an interesting item. It's not armor, it is a shield, and anybody can equip it. So, if anybody can equip it, keep the healer alive. The cloak put her defense back up to what it was. And she had the diamond armlet equipped. But no armlets for you, Mary Sue. You get the white robe. Because that's, well, it's just sensical. Obviously you'd want to wear that. You're the white wizard. Seriously, though, why are they so bad? They should be like... Since only the white mage can equip the white robe, and only the black mage can equip the black robe, they should do more. They should have, like, higher defense numbers than they do. Ugh. And the white robes can cast Invisera. Whoop-de-doo. We have more chests before we go up to the next most interesting floor of the dungeon. What the? Sasuke's blade? Get your Naruto crap out of here. A small katana used by ninjas. Go figure. The Sasuke's blade is used by ninjas. And edgy 13-year-old boys. Rakshasa is such a fun word. And while I know Rakshasas are from Dungeons & Dragons, I do believe they're actually, like Indian lore, Indian myth, or something. So there's something. Alright, now, Flying Fortress level 4. It wraps in all directions, and it's a giant grid. So if you go 2 to the left and 2 up, you can leave the place. Otherwise, you can be wandering here for... till you happen to find where the exit is. It's a neat floor concept, and I hated it the first time around because, well, I'd never played this game before. I didn't know how to get past this. I didn't even realize what was going on for a solid 30 seconds before it finally dawned on me what was going on. But no, you just go 2 to the left and 2 up. It's that simple. Otherwise you could be stuck running around for 2 minutes like I was the first time I played this. It's a neat idea. Obnoxious, admittingly, but pretty neat. And the 5th floor is pretty simple. We're going to save here, though, because there's a special encounter on this bridge. And I'm not looking to run into that just yet. But before we get to Tiamat, we're going to have to face her bodyguard. This guy, the Dark Fighter. And he is not that scary at all. He is dedicated, I'll give him that. Alright, Tiamat. Yep, I've defeated all 3 of them. And I managed to get up here. What you gotta say about that? Tiamat, as usual, is a multi-headed dragon. And she wants the image of Tiamat to be the last we see. And that is an awesome sprite, I have to say. I love it. But you know the drill, you know what we do. And I start off with Mary Sue here. I go to protect her, and then I remember. No, I remember now. Yeah, Null Shock. This Tiamat has multi-target electric attacks. I think my favorite part of Tiamat is that little head down there in the bottom right. It's just kind of looking at the party like, hey, I got my eye on you. Oh. And the one on the far left kind of looks a little scared of us. It's kind of hiding behind all the other heads. Kind of looking dodgy. You know, this is an interesting fight. This is kind of the precursor to how the rest of the boss fights in this game go, because after Kraken, they start to be able to take a lot more punishment. As they should. Kraken was hilariously weak. You know, never forget that beatdown. I waste time casting Invisor because I didn't have anything better to do. But next round I go all in just to do more damage. I don't think magic's very great against Tiamat, at least not the elemental spells, but I decide to anyway. I figure it doesn't matter. It might do more than a basic attack, who knows. Not much. But Conan the Knight, wielding the holy sword, the Sunblade, gets the kill. And with that defeat, the air crystal is returned to Grace. We've finally beaten all 4 of the fiends and restored Grace to the crystals, meaning all the elements are in balance again. But if the things the Lufinians said holds true, then there's some sort of final boss behind all these shenanigans, and we might want to take care of him. And it seems to all be converging on the Chaos Shrine, but we were in there before. There was nothing in there except for Garland, and that was it. It's a little weird, but now that we've done this, we can always go back to Crescent Lake and talk to those stupid prophets, as they said to come back now, so might as well do something like that soon, but not next time. I think I've got something more special planned next time, so see you then.